And we're going live. We're live on YouTube. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Sunday, March 1st. We're in March. What is going on with 2026? Well, it's actually been this way for a few years now. Every year it seems to go faster and faster. Anyway, welcome to the cafe. Grab your coffee or tea. Come on in, grab a chair, pull up a chair. Let's hang out. We're just hanging out today, no topic or anything like that. In fact, our Tuesday show and here on our Sunday show, we're switching to a new format. It's basically the same thing. It's just half hour instead of a full hour. And we're just hanging out, chit chatting. If any of our members have questions, you can join us up here on the Zoom call, or you can ask in the chat if you want. But yeah, we're going to be doing a little differently going forward here. Our topics that are basically mini workshops that we've been doing on Sundays, we're moving them onto our school community only, and they'll either be pre-recorded, or if they're live, it'll be a private Zoom call for members only, which we'll talk about in just a minute. Becoming a member of the guild. And yeah, we're just going to hang out here. It's going to be a Zoom call for members, live simulcast broadcast on YouTube. And if anybody has any questions, by the way, free mini readings, just put your specific question here in the chat on YouTube. You can also request a message from the universe if you don't have a specific question. And skip the line. You can go and grab us a cup of coffee at tarotbiz.com. It's at the top of the chat there. Here, I'll grab it and put it in the chat again. Let me copy that, pop it in there. Like Jay just did. Aloha, Jay. Bought us a cup of coffee. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Jay. And Maria's in there. Hey, Maria. Good to see you. Maria's got a question already. We'll be getting to that in a minute. Okay. So, because it's the new month, I might make this a monthly thing where I do a message for the month. It's not really a message, it's kind of a theme for the month. We'll pull cards and see what the theme is. I made up a PDF for everybody for the message today. It's actually the message to end the week, March 23rd. No, sorry, February 23rd through March 1st. And also on there, I've got a meditation as well as the March theme. The March theme. So I'm going to put that in the chat for everybody. If you click on this link, you'll be able to download the PDF. And let me put the URL up here. There it is. I made a easier, tiny URL because it's a big, giant, long URL where that PDF is stored. So you just type in your browser. If you're listening in archive, maybe you're not watching, can't see this. Maybe you're listening to the podcast version. tinyurl.com tinyurl.com// message 0301 2026. So once again, that's tinyurl.com/ message 0301 2026, all together there. And just type this in your browser on a new tab, and it'll download it onto your desktop or your device, your phone, what have you. And you can follow along on the different cards and messages and stuff that I have in store for you, because it's pretty cool. Yeah. So if you want to join me up here on the Zoom call, you can right now if you're live and you're one of our members. Otherwise, plan on joining us on one of our other shows, like Tarot Tuesdays coming up, for instance. And when you are on the school community, there's a calendar at the top. You click the calendar and it has all the events listed like a regular calendar view. And just click on the event. It'll open a box. It'll tell you the times and everything, and there'll be a link there that is the Zoom link, so you can join us. Also, on the community page of our school community, I always do a post for each upcoming event as we're getting closer to it, and in that post, you're going to find the Zoom links there, as well as a link to our channel here on YouTube if you want to join us in the chat. And if you want to read more about that, go over to tarotbiz.com/Zoom and you can check it out and find how to join us. And if you're not a member yet, you can join us. And then, like I said a minute ago, like Jay just did, tarotbiz.com/coffee if you want to grab us a coffee. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Yeah, we're getting close. We're almost 1,000 subscribers. You know, that's when the AdSense cuts in and everything. Of course, we have to have 4,000 watch hours or something like that. Yeah. So watch some of our videos. You know, we have almost 1,000 videos on this channel, and a lot of them are in playlists on the main page of the channel there. And just scroll down a bit. And you can go to the workshops one, find a workshop that interests you, hit like on the video and watch through, and that's really going to help our watch hours. In fact, we have a few people that have been don't tell YouTube, and they've been going on and click and playing it in the background while they were doing something else, washing dishes or whatever like that, you know, maybe not even paying attention to the workshop, but they're playing the whole workshops through one after another to get us more watch hours. So I really appreciated all of you guys out there doing that. I know Dan was doing that and Michelle and all. What else? Our website link, tarotbiz.com. Go check out our new website. It's not really new now, but it's still pretty new. Yeah, go check us out. And on that website, tarotbiz.com/readings, if you want to communicate with me or Michelle, Ellie, Pamela, Dr. Rose, God, I can't even remember everybody. I'm going to forget someone. Anyway, we're all on there, and you can also book readings with us. So when you click on our picture or our name, it's either going to take you to our Tarot Biz page, if we have one on tarotbiz.com, or some of our members like Ellie and Pamela and all, you know, Corby, they all have their own website. So it'll take you over to their website. You can book a reading with them. Yes, yes, yes. And our community, thetarotguild.com/community. Can't read that very well. I tell you what I'm going to do. Let me share my screen if I can. I just realized I got to bring this back up again. Here we go. Okay, so we're going to share the screen. And let's see if I can find it. There we go. So the easiest way to do this is just to go to our website. Here's our website, tarotbiz.com. And it's got the join in there. Let me take that out so you guys can see the actual URL. We'll reload it here. Oh, it went to the Zoom. That's that page I was just talking to you about. Yeah, let's see if we can just get Tarot Biz. There it is. Okay. So you'll land on here, and I don't have the phone view up right now, but yeah, it'll be this now, right? Okay, so you come on here and just click join us. And that's going to bring you down on the page, and then you can read about everything you get with the membership. Now, you don't have to be a tarot professional or an aspiring tarot professional to join the guild. Any of our viewers just watching our shows and getting readings from us, free readings on the shows, you can join the membership too. It starts at just $9 a month. And that way you can join us on these Zooms, like I'm on Zoom right now, simulcasting through the YouTube studio onto YouTube. And you can be live with us and ask your questions live. And obviously you're going to get priority because you're on the Zoom call with us, right? So anybody that's any of our subscribers, followers, viewers on YouTube, listeners of our podcasts, you can join the guild. and it's only $9 a month. But you can also join us for all of our workshops and everything else. Like I was saying about the workshops are going private for members now. So yeah, just click join us, come down on the page, and then here's the join the guild button. Join the Tarot Guild. You click that, it's going to take you over to our Tarot Biz private community for members, powered by school. And as you can see, starts at just $9 a month. So what do you get? So the standard membership, $9 a month, you get access to this private community right here on School, and you're able to network with other professional readers. And it's a nice community to just hang out in. But you also get your membership certificate. And if you don't have a website yet, we will build you a website. We just have a $199 setup fee, and we have discounted web hosting on our servers, discounted professional certification for standard members. I have a tarot course discount for standard members. Currently, it's $100 off. It's normally $299 for my course. You can get it for $199 when you become a standard member. Access to our live Zoom calls, like I was just talking about, live Q&A and coaching sessions weekly. We also have some private ones. We were doing those every Thursday, and we're going to be cutting back a little on those. I'll be talking about that a little later in the show. And then you get an advice. If you're a professional reader and you get certified through us, then, yeah, right here, professional certification, you get a listing on our advisors page that I was just talking about. In fact, if I go back, can I go back? I can show you real quick. Here's the readings page. This is the advisors page. And for some reason, this is not, there it is. It's like, talk about delayed. And here's our certified members. This is not obviously all of our certified members. There's literally close to 1,000, but we have this new website and we've not gotten everybody on. People haven't been requesting. So, hey, I'm not going to put you all on there till you request. Okay. So here's all, you'll get a listing here on our readings page, our tarot advisor page. And then you get opportunities to promote yourself and your business. Like we can interview on these shows. We can get you the video, the audio. You can put it on your own website, use it however you want. Guest appearances on the shows. We also have discounted tech and business support. So if you have a tarot business, that's why it's called Tarot Biz. So we can help you out with your tarot business. And that's like business support, technical support, software, platforms, websites, social media, marketing, promotion, all of that. And then also, as a standard member, you get a discount on us helping you set up any of those platforms like Stan Store, Hipsy, or even maybe you want your own school community. A lot of professional tarot readers are starting their own community here on School. And then we've got the premium membership. There's two, it's the same thing, but it's $19 a month or $199 a year. And the $199 a year version, I'll show you in a minute, is called VIP, but it's the exact same thing as the premium membership. It's just you're paying yearly instead of monthly. You're paying annually instead of monthly. You're saving 13% because it's $19 a month and $199 for the year. So you're saving about 13% off the cost of paying it monthly. And I know a lot of people don't like monthly payments. So you can just sign up for the year. You get everything in the standard membership, right? And the difference is with the premium membership, your website hosting is included free. Your professional certification is included. Custom Tarot Biz page, you can get a custom page on our website. It's a $47 setup fee as a standard member. For premium and VIP members, it's included. My Tarot by the Numbers course that's discounted from $299 down to $199 is included free for premium members. Monthly tech and business support, we include a couple of hours of free support every month. You can become a regular host on these shows on our network and our podcast network. And that platform setup, when I was talking about helping you set up your Hipsy, helping you set up your stand store, your school community, that's all included. That's all included. So when you click the join button, you're greeted with your options here. $9 a month for standard, $19 a month for premium. And then if you hate subscriptions, you can sign up for the year, $199. The other thing about the $199 is it locks you in for the year. And if you decide to renew next year, it continues at the $199. So I'll give you an example. When we launched in January, the new community, it was $5 a month for the new year. And monthly was $15 a month. And annually was $150 a month. Bonnie Chevet signed up for the $150 and locked it in. And then halfway through February, we we raised the prices to $9 a month from $5, $19 a month from $15, and $199 a year from $150. So see, she locked in her membership. So that's another great reason to get VIP. So here's the three options. You just click this button. When you come over from tarotbiz.com, just click join now, click join the guild. There you go. All righty. And I'm going to get that out of the way. I'm going to check in on the chat here before I do the message to end the week. Hopefully all of you have grabbed the PDF. It's that tiny URL link a little bit up on the chat here. If you just got in here, Blessed One just came in. Hi, Blessed. There we go. All righty. So I'm going to open that PDF myself. Okay. Message to end the week here. Let me bring up that. There we go. And then if you have the PDF, you can follow along. I got the star card for the message to end the week. And then because we're starting a new month, March, I also did a theme for March. Okay. So we started out the week February 23rd, and this is for through today, Sunday, March 1st. For reference, the card I drew, it was on Tuesday, on Tarot Tuesdays, is when I draw the card for the week. Yeah, not Monday, because we all hate Mondays. So we start the week with Tarot Tuesday, and I pull a card for Monday through Sunday. And we got the 10 of Wands this past Tuesday. So I got the star card to wrap up the week here. After the heavy lifting and long haul of the past few days, the star rises to remind you that it's finally time to put the burdens down. That's that 10 of Wands, right? And breathe. This is your cosmic reset button. While the 10 of Wands was about the sweat and the struggle, the star is about the healing and the hope that follows. As you move into this Sunday night, let go of the how and the when and simply trust that you are being replenished. You have survived the pressure, and now the universe is pouring inspiration and peace back into your cup. Look up, soften your shoulders, and realize that the path ahead is clearer than it's been all month. Your light is returning, and the darkest part of the climb is officially behind you. There you go. So that's the message to end the week. And here's a master's tip. The star is the card of wishes granted. If you've been working too hard to even dream, take 5 minutes tonight to visualize one thing that you want to create just for joy, not for work, as we go into March here. And then I have a little meditation for you. Here's a quick, potent starlight meditation to wash away the 10 of Wands exhaustion and welcome that star energy. This will only take 30 seconds, and you guys can, I was going to say, take this home. You're probably already home, or when you get home, print out the PDF and you can do this at home. But hey, let's do it right now. Any of you that want to do this, all you got to do is close your eyes. Okay. Close your eyes, take one deep, audible breath. Yes. And inhaling strength, exhaling every heavy wand that you've been carrying this week. Visualize a single brilliant star directly above your head, pouring down a stream of cool silver liquid light. Feel this light enter the top of your head, flowing down your spine, relaxing your shoulders, and washing the tension out through the soles of your feet. And then affirm to yourself, my work is done now. I am replenished. I am inspired. And I am guided by hope. There you go. So a little master's tip on that. Remember, the star card follows the tower card. It only appears after the old structures have fallen. If this week felt like a collapse, it was actually a clearing. Okay. So let's clear all that out. We just did the starlight reset to do that. And let's take a look at the theme for March. So for your March theme card, I drew the Empress card. This is a beautiful shift from the heavy 10 of Wands energy of February into a month of radical abundance, creativity, and nurturing. The Empress is all about creating and nurturing. So your theme for March is the Empress. Welcome to your season of blooming. Yes, going into spring. In fact, here in Arizona, we get spring early. And so we were having these cold days, and in the 30s and the 40s in the mornings. And now it's shifted like a light switch going off, like the snap of a finger. It has shifted to shorts weather, and it's in the mid 80s already here. Yeah. So if February was about carrying the weight, March is about birthing the results. The Empress signals a month where your ideas, projects, and self-care routines will finally begin to yield fruit. This is a call to stop grinding and start growing. The theme for the next 4 weeks is sensory luxury and soft power. Prioritize your comfort, connect with nature, and trust that you don't have to struggle to be successful. Whether you are literally creating something new or just mothering your own soul back to health, the universe is providing all the nutrients you need. March is your time to sit on the throne of your own life and watch the garden you've planted grow. There you go. So that's the message to end the week, and a theme for March that I hope you all engage with there. And okay, so we did that. Just want to see if there's anything else that I missed. I think we pretty much covered everything. So we're going to get to a couple questions in chat. As I said, these shows are going to be shortened now, so we're going to be ending in a little while. Before we get back to the chat, though, I want to let you know what's coming up. So first of all, Tarot Tuesdays. Our next Tarot Tuesday is, I think that's the 3rd, right? March 3rd, 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern. Hanging out, same time, same bat time, same bat channel, just like this. And of course, if you're one of our members, please join us on the Zoom call. Speaking of Zoom calls, this Thursday, March 5th, we have a private members only Zoom call. So when you join the school community, like I showed you, $9 a month, you can join us for our Q&A, coaching, and coffee sessions. We don't record these. We don't broadcast these on YouTube. They are completely private, so you can ask anything you want. And our next one is Thursday, March 5th, 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern. And then a note about Michelle's show, Michelle's Mystic Corner. She's got a lot going on. And so she's going to be cutting back to one show a month, at least for March and February, probably. February, listen to me. March, April, maybe even May. I don't know. I haven't talked to her in depth about it. She basically let us all know yesterday on her Crown Share Saturday, and she loves, and I love her Crown Share Saturday because that's the one where she draws a card of the day and we hold that out, we keep it out because as we do readings for people, we pull cards and we combine it with the card of the day, right? And she really likes those shows. So she's keeping her Crown Share Saturday, which is the fourth Saturday of every month. So in March, it'll be Saturday, March 28th. So that'll be the next time Michelle is doing a Michelle's Mystic Corner. Now, throughout the month, of course, we have our Tarot Tuesday shows on Tuesdays, and we have our Sunday Psychic Cafe live shows. So she will be popping in as a guest host on some of those shows as well throughout the month. So I just wanted to give you guys a heads up for that. And then, of course, I'll be back next Sunday, March 8th, for another Psychic Cafe live. Did want to mention about our Q&A coaching and coffee sessions for if you're one of our members, our private sessions on Zoom. First of all, let me take a sip of water real quick here. Getting dried out. Yes, I didn't have time. I was so rushed today. I didn't have time to make my coffee, but I got the water, right? So what's going on with this is we've had about 6 of these or so since the beginning of the year. And this is the opportunity for our members to, just come and hang out, talk about their favorite decks, chit chat about tarot and numerology and stuff like that. But it's also for students of my Tarot by the Numbers course to come and get your questions answered about the course, about tarot, anywhere you're stuck and need help with. Okay. And it's also your opportunity to get live coaching and mentoring as one of our members, help with your business and so forth like that. Well, there's been very little participation over those last 6 Thursdays. So we're gonna cut back a little bit. Apparently nobody needs help. So that's a great thing, but we'll still have them like every other Thursday. And there'll always be this opportunity, at least a couple of times a month, for you to come in to one of these private Zooms. Now, we'll still have our weekly Zoom calls on Tuesday and Sunday every week. So there'll always be an opportunity, actually a couple of opportunities every week to join us on a Zoom call. But for the private one, we're going to do it every other week. So let me look at the calendar real quick here, if I can bring it up and find it here real quick. I'm going to go over to our private community on school and click on the calendar. So this month, for instance, we're doing the Q&A coaching and coffee session this Thursday, the 5th, and then again on the 19th. So no Zoom session on the 12th and the 26th, those Thursdays. And then when we get into April, we will have one on, let's see, April 2nd and April 16th and April 30th as well. And then in May, it'll be a week later, so it'll be the 14th and the 28th. Yes. In June, we got some things, some scheduling conflicts. So it will be on the 18th, Thursday the 18th, and then July 2nd. So there'll only be one in June. That's because we have something going on the 4th and the 11th. So just a heads up for all of our members there. Okay, let me get rid of that one there and come on back. Now, let me go back to the chat here. Maria was asking about her operation. Will there be nerve damage, removal of a cyst? I think we already did a reading on this, Maria. We already did a reading on that. And that was a few weeks or so ago. Yeah, actually, I was kind of excited because you didn't ask about Philip. You actually had a different question. Um, this is the thing. We can't do those kind of readings. We can only look at the surrounding energy, how it's affecting you, perhaps, maybe emotionally and such. We can't diagnose or make predictions about anything to do with your health like that. Yes, don't get me wrong. There's psychics out there that do that. It is highly illegal, but they do it anyway. There are what they call themselves medical intuitives, and if you're doing it under the blanket of being an ordained minister, you can get ordained online. And when you're an ordained minister, you can do pastoral counseling without a license. And in doing pastoral counseling, ministerial counseling, it's called different things. I know because I'm an ordained minister and I got ordained like 26, 27 years ago. And I actually got a doctorate in divinity. And I did that for this very reason. So under the blanket protection as a ministerial counselor, you can kind of get away with doing medical intuitive readings. But for the rest of us out there, for the rest of you, you really, if you're a professional reader, you should really steer clear of that. Now, does that mean that you can't pull cards? Does that mean that you can't give suggestions that might come up? Anything like that? No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that you can't diagnose. And so when Maria asks, how will the operation go? Will there be nerve damage, removal of the cyst? That's getting too close. It's kind of on the fence whether that is diagnostic, but or treating, but it is really close, Maria, really close. And we already answered this. We pulled cards around it, and it was positive what came up. But let me see what I can see here. I'm going to pull some cards and see what I get. So all of that said, to preface this so that I don't get in trouble with the government, okay, the Eight of Wands. It looks like an 8 is a 8 is an even number. And in my system, even numbers are a yes. It's a positive outcome when you get that. Now, sometimes I do a 5-card spread and I'm looking for how many yeses, how many nos, that kind of thing. Now that we're shortening the shows, I'm switching over more to doing just 1 or 2 cards. But this is really positive. When the Eight of Wands shows up, things are happening quickly, Maria. So, this, you're going to be on the other side of this before you know it. And it's just going to be so quick. And it's going to be, it looks like a very, very positive outcome with that. And I got the Ten of Cups. So emotionally, this is actually an idyllic scene. It's a complete fulfillment of the suit of cups, which is about emotions. So emotionally, it looks like you're going to be very satisfied with the outcome. There you go. So you saw there how there was actually clues in the cards, which I didn't, totally verbalize. And what I did there was I skirted around it because I'm not in a private Zoom call or in-person reading with you. This is being broadcasted out for anyone to see, So we have to be really careful what we do. But I hope that helps you out and will allow you to, breathe a little sigh of relief anyway. And oh, by the way, Maria says, and I'm sorry, I know the chat's gone way down, but I'm still up here, so I have to go through the chat. I'm so sick, got influenza. Okay, she's got the flu. Well, I hope that goes away for you. And you probably have to clear the flu before the operation, because usually they won't operate when you have an infection of any kind. Yep. And Maria, okay, you did ask about Philip coming back. We have answered that multiple times on multiple shows ad nauseum over and over again. We're not going to be answering anything regarding Philip anymore. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. We've had people ask again about a situation that we already did a reading about, but it was months later. And we will pull cards if a significant amount of time has gone by. But in this particular case, we're cutting you off. I'm sorry. You can ask anything else you want, but we are no longer going to be pulling cards on Philip anymore. And part of it is because it's not helping you in any way. But the main thing is we're doing a show here, and it kind of gets boring for the other viewers, the other listeners, going over the same thing over and over and over again. Okay. So think of some other questions you'd like to ask. And by the way, remember, you had already asked a question. It's one question per show. Now, if you buy us a cup of coffee, we might stretch it, but it's one person, one question per show. Okay, what's coming up in the near future? Let's see here. Oh, I did want to say something earlier before we even started, and Jay came in and he said he was buying us a cup of coffee, and he had said, trying to find it now. How about Dax does tarot, DDT? I thought that was really good. Let's see. I think that was it. Yeah, I just wanted to mention that. And next was Blessed Be. What's going on with Blessed Be? Ooh, this is looking really good. Okay. I'm not getting message from the universe here. I'm not getting something like super specific. Blessed Be. I know you asked, what's coming in the near future. I'm not that kind of psychic. Okay. But I got the Six of Wands. So, this is the success card. If there's something you've been working on, you're going to get to that point where it's successful. Also, this is recognition from others. I feel like you're going to get some recognition going into March, sometime in March, might be later March, but there's something you're going to get recognition for. And tarot is multi-layered. So the other layer of this is what I just said about there's something you're doing or planning on doing, and it's going to be successful. In fact, the King of Swords shows up saying that you're going to be able to assume the throne around whatever this is. It's really cool. Yes. And swords are thoughts and ideas here. So going forward with this, the message from the tarot, from the universe through the tarot, is to come at these things rationally. Okay. So depending on the cards that come up, sometimes we need to listen to our heart. Other times we have to be logical and rational. This card is saying logical and rational. And by the way, if you're like Maria and going to have a surgery or anything like that, this is the surgeon's card too. Now, I don't have any surrounding cards that would indicate what that would be talking about, but I thought I'd just throw that out there just in case there's something going on, because that's an indication. And then also, lastly, I got the Sun card. Yeah. Can't get a better card. That's like, one of the top two or three, if not the best card to get in a reading from the tarot deck, the Sun card. It's going to be great. And I think this is specifically relating to whatever this success you're going to have and recognition, as long as you keep the rational mind going. Okay. And then we're going a little over here. I need to end soon, but let me see if there was. Okay, there, Jay. I knew Jay was going to have one. He bought us a cup of coffee. I just started a Death Cafe meetup group. Well, at least it's a cafe, because we like, obviously, cafe. What's a Death Cafe? Is that something I'm supposed to know? I don't know. I just started a Death Cafe meetup group in my area. Intuitive insight to grow the meetup group. And anything that shows up in the cards, prosperous readings. Oh, here's a little tidbit of what was I going to say? Trivia, little trivia. The Tarot Guild, which has been around for, well, over 20 years now, we started as a meetup group. We were the San Diego Tarot Meetup. And we started growing and growing. We changed our name to the Tarot Guild. And then, let's see, it had started before I got there, but no one was running or organizing the group. So in 2004, when I got to San Diego, I took over organizing. And then by 2009, we were building our first website and launched it officially. It launched actually in September, October, and we had 500 members already. But when we launched officially, it was January 2010. And that's when the Tarot Guild went international and went online. January 20th, my mom's birthday, January 20th, 2010. But we were a meetup group. Interesting that you're starting a meetup group. And oh, wow, lots of good cards about, people coming together. Let me show you these two together, because look at the theme. People coming together over shared interest. The Six of Cups, again, 6 is success. So it looks like this can be very successful. I don't know what's going on in the group. Maybe you can tell me. But the Six of Cups is the nostalgia card. So I don't know what that means off the top of my head, but hopefully you do. Hopefully you'll get the message here. somehow in running the group or growing the group, some nostalgic element. It could also be getting in contact with people from your past to help with this. Anyway, that's the message coming through. Two of Cups. There's healing going on here with the staff, right? And people coming together over coffee. Look, they even have the cups. I love this. I love this. Page of Cups. Page of Cups. So to grow it, it may require dipping into the well. That's what I'm seeing with that one. So it's dipping into the well of knowledge, but specifically, this is the subconscious. Whenever we see water in tarot, it's the subconscious. And so programming your dreams to help you out with new and exciting ways to grow the group. Okay. Pages, of course, are learners. So it could be taking some quick little courses through Udemy or something around how to do this, how to organize groups, how to grow groups. You might need to do a little bit of ooh, I'm losing my green screen. You might have to do a little bit of learning yourselves, either you or if there's like a group of people organizing it, all of you together may have to do research together. Again, part of the education part of pages is research. Research. Yeah. So I hope that message helped you out a little bit anyway. And I got to get out of here because it's the end of the show. And actually, I was going to end at 12:30, but we had some great readings to get through. And I knew Jay was going to have a question. I just didn't see it yet because I hadn't scrolled down. And I knew you were going to have a question because you bought us a cup of coffee. Although you don't have to have a question to buy us a cup of coffee. It can just be for our tip jar if you like our shows. Yeah. tarotbiz.com/coffee already. So yeah, I'm going to get out of here. I will see you all on Tuesday, Tarot Tuesdays. Bye everybody for now.